Now, fracking in the northwest came another step closer today as the energy firm Quadrilla has completed drilling on the country's first horizontal shale gas well.
They'll now apply for permission to start the process of fracking, hydraulically fracturing the shale rock to release the gas which they believe it contains.
The site on Preston New Road at Little Plumpton has been the focus for those opposed to the process. Let's go live to our reporter Stuart Flinders. He's spent the day there. Stuart.
Well, Roger, they've been arguing for years, haven't they, those protesters you can see down the road there, and the company Quadrilla, about whether this would happen, whether it should happen. But certainly today's announcement, being described by Quadrilla as a milestone, means that fracking is certainly a lot closer. The protests at the Preston New Road site stepped up a gear today. 100 to 150 campaigners were here from all over the country. But fracking came a step nearer with the announcement that a horizontal well has been completed. So now there's a vertical well 2,700 metres into the earth and a horizontal well extending 800 metres through shale gas deposits. After government safety checks, Quadrilla hopes to start fracking, breaking up the shale to get at the gas in the autumn. The gas could be online by next year. Protesters hung bras here today. Fracking, they claim, is linked to breast cancer. But in spite of the continual protests, Quadrilla claim they are winning the battle for hearts and minds.
There are still people who are protesting against it, and I guess there will probably be some people who will hold out and protest even after we've demonstrated that gas is safely flowing into the grid. But more and more we're seeing that people are supportive of what we do, and we've invested £7 million in Lancashire because we talk to them every day of the week. And when we put out our announcement, I get emails, I get texts back, we get it back through our Twitter account.
Is there any evidence that fracking causes breast cancer?
That is the most ridiculous piece of scaremongering I have heard in a while, and is an irresponsible and stupid thing to say.
The protesters say they aren't going away.
We can continue to have a roadside presence 24 hours a day, which highlights to residents that the site is here.
I just wonder, is it more disruptive to the local people who use the road than it is to Quadrilla?
Well, obviously, without any protest, there's always going to be some level of disruption, and we do obviously try and keep that to a minimum.
At what point would you accept that it's going to happen and just pack up your placards and go home?
Never. It can happen. I'm not going home.
Never.
Even if it happens, I'm not going.
No, I'm never going home.
The protests continue, but fracking moved a step closer here today. Well, the next step here is that the government has to approve the safety of this horizontal well. Assuming that goes through, the next step after that will be fracking could begin here, perhaps even this autumn, and gas from these deep beneath these fields in Lancashire could be going into homes here by next year.
We will continue to follow it. Stuart, thank you.